each person in 3 minutes. Please understand that the board will not address comments this evening, but you may, superintendent has been directed to respond at a later date. Please state your name and your contact information.
Good evening. Good afternoon.
Good evening.
My name is Ramon Williams. I am the corporate alderman in Kansas City. Most of you know who I am. Just in case you didn't, some of you, I represent you in the areas that you live in. I'd like to think I've done that very diligently and professionally and provided the amicable service that I've been called to do. So over a year ago, this board went through a very stringent process of choosing an attorney for to replace the previous attorney. So I have questions that I would, appreciate a response to my questions. I understand we'll do that at a later date, but I would like to understand why all of a sudden you want to go backwards and using the previous attorney that was used when you and after you chose a new one. Right? So I was familiar with the process and why a new attorney was chosen. So with the Kangaroo Court that this board was a part of, they removed a seated board member when the board does not have the authority to do it, and only the Attorney General. An elected board cannot remove another elected member. We know that to be the law. So I'm just trying to figure out why all of a sudden. Why now?
Thank you for your comment.
My name is Yvonne Covington, and I'm a former school teacher. And every time I go past Burger Vandenberg, that playground is pitiful. Now, my children have gone there, and my grandchildren are going there. And I just can't understand why they have just that little piddly apparatus for kids. And so that's one of my concerns. Thank you.
Thank you. There be no other additional comments. We may proceed with the new business. I need a motion to approve the dismissal of Oldeson, Murphy, Frazier, and McGrath LTD as legal counsel for Dalton School District 149.
Question. I'm trying to understand the urgency for the removal of one counsel when we last year did a process to have legal counsel chosen, whereas a presentation was actually chosen for the counsel, and now all of a sudden we were not privy to know that there was anything that was going on with the current. So I have to ask you, Superintendent, is there anything that the board that needs to know? Because I thought that this board was supposed to be transparent. And if it's not transparent, then I need to know why we're making such a hasty decision at this time.
I work at the behest of this board, and I can only take my directives from one person, and you all collaborate with that one person, and I've been directed to move in this way, and that's why you have what you have in front of you.
So I understand that the current president is, she can't speak for everyone, first and foremost. We all have to come collectively to decide on something. And so for this information to be brought to the attention of us, I'm just trying to figure out what is the decision as to why this urgency is happening. More upon the heels of the three of you all leaving to make a decision for the next 2 years that are going to take place.
Is that for me?
No, I'm sorry, that's for the
okay.
president at this time.
Well, basically, when it comes down to the council that is directing, the council that is overseeing the board, it is at the direction of at least 4 board members can make that change at any point in time without question. And that's exactly what it seems is happening at this point in time. Do we have a motion and a second? So,
I have a question.
okay.
So the board's, three most important hires are superintendent number one, our legal counsel number two, and then our architect. What I just heard you say is that, I understand how, counted before, and I understand you just said, we can do this without question. If you got 4 votes, so you can do anything you feel like, but you said without question, do you not believe that the rest of the board should know the reason why a change is being made?
Well, at this point in time, you do have the option. When you received these documents, that was the time to ask the questions. As far as, and you definitely gave enough time when this document was submitted to ask any questions. No questions came to me. I'm not sure, Superintendent, did you have any questions regarding this change? And as we always do, we get the agenda in advance for that purpose. It's always been like that, for 20 years. Motion and properly second. Secretary call the roll.
There's questions on the floor. We can have discussion.
Absolutely.
We can have discussion about a motion before the board's call. And there's still discussion happening. And I mean, again, just simply say that we were supposed to make a phone call, and we don't really have to know and all that. I think that's, I don't even know how to take something like that. I mean, you said we maybe needed to go to closed session and discuss something, but to say we don't even need to have the information, I don't even know what to say about that. So that we don't even know. It's just like 4 people got together, decided to make a decision, and no discussion, no nothing. We just don't do it. That's too much. I mean, that's basically what it was, because let me ask this question. So was there, something wrong with what, Olden was doing? I mean, was there legal services, subpar? I didn't know what it was it?
For me, there was no follow-up. The follow-up aspect of what they were doing for us. There was no follow-up. First time I've ever heard of that, but okay.
I mean, again, this is really the same exact question I was asking a year and a half ago, when we were discussing possibly changing counsel. And the question I asked in the perspective of, they provide good service. And, there was a little bit of discussion. I think it was, you, Ms. Kelly, you actually, I think you said something to the effect that sometimes we just need a fresh start or something, and kind of ended the conversation at that point. But just to say that we don't have a real answer, there's no follow-up. So there's no follow-up, the reason that we are now looking to move in mid-season to terminate the council at the table now and change council. Was that the reason?
Yes, it is.
So no follow-up. And 4 board members only was the one who had to have this conversation, and not the entire board. Because I found out about this meeting in actuality yesterday. Because, my meal was already out of my box. And by the time I got the meal, time I got this left in my, which was left in my box. I'm sure it was there earlier. I'm not saying it came late, I'm saying my mail was already out of my box, so I don't tend to go back and check my mailbox once I brought my mail. So I found out about this meeting yesterday, and I'm wholesale surprised that we actually had the meeting, that we're having a special meeting of the change council, because I never knew we had a problem with it. I mean, there was never discussed at one time at this table that we had a problem. When did the discussion happen? It seems like you, there's a reason that this is happening, is what board members in mine just stated. And that would mean that somebody else had a conversation about it. I just wasn't privy to that conversation. And that's what we're doing. I really want to understand now as to why the entire board is not finding out what's really going on when there's a problem someplace. I just don't understand that.
Mr. Long, Ms. Johnson, yes. Ms. Rayber,
Yes.
Mr. Tillman,
You know, for the same, let me say this, and I'm about to answer, I'm about to, give my vote here. I know Mike Delgado, which is where we're going back to, and a number of his attorneys I work with. I had absolutely no problem with him, and when this happened a year and a half ago, I asked a question as to what in the world was the problem. I thought they had done a good job, and nobody said they did a bad job. Not one person said that. And I was against letting them go at that point in time. Fast forward to today.
did you vote for them to go last time?
Fast forward to today. Fast forward to today. I do know Bert Oldeson. I've known them since probably 2010, city council, and there's some dealings with him. Not really his firm, aside from this table here, but I've known him for a while. Good firm, just like I think Delgado is a good firm. Having absolutely no problem with him either. I'm moving the same exact direction, the same way I moved last time. If there's no problem with legal, I don't know why we decide to get rid of it. It really does to me. I heard the reason, but it really does seem to me that this is somewhat political. Yes, this is happening, but this is all of a sudden, we don't really have a good reason. So for that reason, I am gonna have to vote no on this.
Thank you. Ms. Elston? No. Ms. Basher? No. Ms. Williams?
Yes. I need a motion to appoint Delgado Law Group LLC as legal counsel for Garden School District 139.
So moved.
Secretary, please call the roll.
Ms. Devon?
Yes.
Ms. Johnson, yes. Ms. Rayber?
Yes.
Mr. Basher?
No.
Mr. Tillman?
No.
Ms. Elston?
No.
Ms. Williams?
Yes. Need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor?
Wow. They really just do that. So they just hired Delgado. Just in case y'all wonder.
Yeah, we know.
It's crazy.
Comment, each person has 10 minutes. Please understand that the board will not address comments this evening, but you may, superintendent has been directed to respond at a later date. Please state your name and your contact information.
Good evening. Good afternoon.
Good evening.
My name is Ramon Williams.